It is most probably fair to say that when players saw the original E3 trailer of Bungie's new and eagerly anticipated release, Destiny, the impression they most likely gathered from it was not exactly what they would experience when the game was released in 2014. The trailer had given the impression of a large-scale, open-world MMO experience with first-person perspective gameplay, emerging of Mass Effect with Halo. Destiny turned out to be a much smaller scale affair, initially impressing the player with some beautifully designed environments to explore and offering fluid and fun Halo-esque gameplay as well as the familiar rewarding elements that accompany most role-playing games. The game could neither overcome or hide many major faults, as well as lacking certain features that were inexplicably missing. For example, an extensive character creation process, an uninformative and fairly brief main story written by Joseph Stratton seemed to be compiled and implemented at the later stages of development, and despite showcasing some extremely well-crafted and enjoyable cutscenes, the story just does not explain enough to the player about the Destiny universe. Even though there have been better examples of story implementation in Destiny's expansions, the overall narrative still remains fragmented and vague. Most massive multiplayer online experiences involve the phenomenon of grinding, repeating the same type of activities numerous times for increasingly rarer rewards. World of Warcraft is even notorious for this. Yet, in Destiny, grinding has become necessary for almost every aspect of the game, from gathering the same material from the same planet location to upgrade equipment, or repetitive mission structures to gain reputation with different factions. After the initial foray through the story campaign, the game digresses into increasing monotony. Of course, the gameplay is excellent, fluid, fast, responsive, and extremely well created, and that aspect is very fun. But the gameplay alone cannot counterbalance the short lifespan of the closed location environments or the large demands on the player's time to earn certain rewards that either end up not being used at all or become superseded by something else far too quickly. The pacing and abundance in rewarding players correctly has been an ongoing issue. Another large problem for the majority of players is that some of the game's most notable and spectacular content, namely raids, which are 6-player cooperative experiences, are not in-game matchmaking activities. This is even more confusing when most of the multiplayer experiences within the game are, so content is being denied for many players through no fault of their own. The soundtrack, created by composers Martin O'Donnell, Michael Salvatore, C. Paul Johnson, Sky Lewin, Stan Leopard, and with contributions from Sir Paul McCartney, is, though, exceptionally well crafted and easily one of the highlights of the Destiny experience. Destiny is not a bad game. It is extremely well crafted and does a lot of things very well. Certain aspects are genuinely fun and rewarding, but, unfortunately, these are not enough to prevent the game becoming a mundane, highly repetitive experience. The overall impression is that it could have been so much more than it is. Destiny 2 has a lot to improve upon.